Hey baddies, welcome to Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. I hope all of you are doing well. Welcome in. I'm so happy to have all of you. Today I'm doing another pick a card reading. This one is all about what does the goddess Hecate or Hecate really think of you? Now, Hecate came through my last reading, which was reminding you how powerful you really are or how powerful you are. She came through group 4 of that reading, and I've been working with her, and there's a couple of more readings. Well, there's one more reading after this one that's coming that has her energy, and that's going to be for the members, the coven members. If you're interested in that, please check out the join button down below, and you can find the coven membership option. But this reading here is one that I felt really called to do by her. So her energy is going to be everywhere in this video. So I'm really glad all of you are here. If this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's wonderful to have you, and I hope you will stick around. If you're a returning subscriber or member, I love connecting with your energy, and I appreciate you taking time out of your day to spend some time with me. I appreciate all the donations, likes, comments, and support of the channel and members. I really appreciate you. You helped me fix my computer this month, and I had a little mess up with my computer, and luckily I had the funds to be able to fix it very quickly and get back to making content, and that is because of all of you. So thank you so much for making that happen. All right, so thank you. Anyway, so as you see before you, there are 3 piles of cards here with 3 objects. So I have done quite a bit of a pre-shuffle here. I will be pulling more cards as I need to for clarity. So we have 3 objects. Those are going to be your psychic linking objects. Now I'm going to include a little video that will show each of these objects up close, as well as giving you some time to kind of vibe with each group to see which group you're drawn to. Now, if you're drawn to more than one group, there's probably going to be more than one message here for you. All right. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey group 1, all of you that selected the Moonstone, this is going to be your reading all about what does Hecate truly think of you. Also Hecate, some people pronounce it one way, some people pronounce it another. So just take it as it resonates, okay? Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take everything at your own discretion, all right? So you got quite a few cards. So let's get into it and see what came out for you. The first card is Sun, healing energy, happiness, comfort, joy. That's a beautiful card. Never mind my nails, y'all. I have to let my nails breathe. So there's a lot of positive energy here. We have summer, expansion, and growth. You may be a Leo, you may be a Sagittarius. I'm getting that energy pretty strongly here. We have Belladonna. Beautiful card. Belladonna. Let's see. These are all, where are all her cards? Is this the only one? Huh. Okay. All right. Okay. We have Psychopomp, Soul Guide, Transition. Let's get these two cards here. We have Mother, Fulfillment. Virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. Let's get these three cards here. We have Control, Tiamat. We have, let's see, can you guys, is that better? Okay, we're going to go with it. All right. We have Health. We have Medicine Woman. Let's see, we have these two cards. We have Freya, Complexity. We have Serwin, Transformation. Oops. We have Charon, the Ferryman, Necessity, Focus, Transition. You have transition here a couple of times. Transformation. We have Fear. Okay, we have three of these cards. Political authority over malevolent. I can't say this word, y'all. My tongue is heavy. Behavior over purity of authority. And we have clemency over lust and weak wills. All right. And we have undertaking and completing missions over disregarding rules. Oh, okay. So you guys have extremely strong energy. Okay. The Moonstone really is Hecate's stone. And there is a lot of powerful energy here. I believe she thinks that you are very strong. And there's something about you that has maintained a very pure heart. There's a very pure vision with you. Like when you give love, it's very pure. Okay. And I'm not saying, you're a virgin. Okay. We're not talking about that. We're talking about someone who takes on a lot of baggage, a lot of trauma, if you will, a lot of stuff. Okay. And is able to keep going. All right. Magically speaking, you are powerful in the fact that you can transform energies. You can take one energy and make it another. And that really is what magic is. It's the ability to conjure new energies, create new energies. And what you do is you take the available resources and you transform them into something else. And that could be the fact that you've had limited resources in your life and you've had to make something out of nothing. And I got to tell you, few people can really do that. You've had to take your pure desire to achieve something or your pure desire for a situation, and you've had to literally transmute that into action, transmute that into being. Some of you, of course, are witches, so you use the power of your magic. Your power to heal is intense. Okay. Now, I just want to let you guys know, shadow work is not necessary for witchcraft. Okay. It's not necessary to work with these dark gods, underworld goddesses, energy, the spirits from the underworld, okay? However, it does help those of us who have had a lot of baggage become more clear in our focus. For those of us who that makes sense. Not all of us, okay? Um, I feel like there is a focus towards nurturing here. You're a powerful nurturer, and I see like someone helping children. Maybe you have children, and your ability to parent, whether it be your own kids by birth, or adopted children, or adopted people, like adopted pets, like people and friends you bring in into your life. You make them feel welcome. I feel like your home itself is a giant ward. Um, and you've created or you are creating a kind of safe space for yourself. Your home is sacred to you. And there are people who don't want to go to your house. Hecate finds you to be very strong when it comes to the art of defense, the art of protection. I keep hearing you're an incredible parental figure, even if you did not get good parenting. Okay, you have managed to even if you've never done shadow work, you have still managed to become a really good parent within the circumstances that you were given. And you don't give yourself enough credit. That's what you don't give yourself enough credit for that. I know. I'm hearing, well, the bare minimum is good parenting. Well, it's very difficult in our day and age to be a good parent. The whole world seems to be against good parenting, okay? And somehow you have maintained a kind of vision of good parenting. I think that you are in a cycle of completing some difficult circumstances, okay? And it's allowing, I feel I'm being pulled to the Freya card, and I feel like they're very complex. Like what you've been through is very complex. You have been dealing with issues of control here. And you've learned about the systems of control within our society, okay? You've learned about the systems of control within our society, within your own life, personally, in your microverse, and in the macroverse, in the outer, as above, so below. And I think this has been difficult. I think it's been difficult for you to see how people have tried to control and manipulate you. If you have children, you've seen this with your kids. And it's been very disturbing. But this was a necessity with Charon here. You had to see the truth in order to change your situation. And it has caused, you have transformation here several times. Here's the thing. A lot of times when people go through transformation, there is a lot of negative discharge, okay? Negative energy discharge, okay? And it looks like what I'm seeing is electricity, okay? But I feel like for you, there was no real bite back. Like you didn't bite anyone back. Instead, you decided to transmute that energy. And there is a great power there and there's no judgment for people who do bite back. Okay, that's not what this is. Okay, this is talking about what Hecate really thinks of you. All right. And this ability for you to take these very negative, there's a lot of rage here, and I can see why you stopped biting back so much. Unless, listen, you're also not going to let nobody take advantage of you. Okay. Um, but taking that very sharp, very electrically charged energy and deciding that you're going to transmute it into power or success or more nurturing or whatever it is helping you catalyst into a very powerful witch. Okay. And if you haven't, you should set up a ward or a spirit or whatever you do in your paradigm where this is a regular thing. Okay. Build from this. Build from this energy. It's helping you to remain clear on your vision. Also, but here's the thing, your heart chakra is so clear to me. It may not feel that way to you, but it feels that way to me. Maybe the clarity of your heart chakra feels weird because it's taken a while to get here. There's been I'm hearing from Hecate, a leveling up, a maturity to your heart chakra. It's glowing like bright green, and not the forest green, but like the electric neon green. It's like lit up. It feels like you're choosing love over fear. And this has been a conscious choice. It feels like you've chosen this in a magical state, in a magical place. And it's a manifesting outward. I expect you to see more love coming towards you. We have summer here, and this is just like the sun card to me. What's the sun card? Healing energy, happiness, comfort, joy. This card is about you getting happy. I feel a lot of love, happiness, and joy coming through to you. And it feels like this is a blessing from Hecate because there's been so much ground gained, magically speaking, spiritually speaking, mentally speaking, emotionally speaking. And for those of you who feel clouded right now, there is clarity coming. And I feel like it's because when we have clemency over lust and weak wills, I feel like you took action. You held your ground. You decided to not allow whatever systems of control you have in your life, you decided to not allow those to dictate your life to you anymore. And you began to nurture your thoughts of getting free, your thoughts of liberation. And you allowed these negative, electrified energies that came forward whenever we feel the oppression to be transmuted into different waves of power, success, whatever it is, okay? And I feel like Hecate really wants to bless you. It feels like summer, and the summer sun is what I'm hearing. Wear your sunscreen. There's going to be growth and expansion for you. And you'll know it's from her. I'm seeing a key. You may be drawn to group 2. Group 2 is the key. You are the Moonstone. The Moonstone is also about emotional healing, deep psychic healing, becoming more emotionally stable. And I feel like for you, and we have health here, we have medicine woman, there is a ton of healing energy around you. And I keep getting pointed back to that heart chakra that is oh so clear. Oh so clear. It's like I'm glowing and ready. I'm ready to love. I'm ready to love. And I don't mean that necessarily personally. I mean that in a grand way. I'm ready to choose love over fear. I'm ready to go from being in this place of like unsure, being oppressed, being in a controlled situations. Some of you guys, okay, for some of you in your magical spaces, you're still allowing, and this take it for what it is, okay? This is from Hecate. Some of you are allowing the structured way of doing things to steal your magical creativity. I'm going to say it again. Some of you guys are allowing the structure of magic, ritual, meditation, practice, whatever this is, to steal your magical creativity. It's time for you to go rogue. It's time for you to get creative in your magical space. Create new rituals, new practices, new prayers, new chants that are all your own. Let Hecate be your guide. Okay, several of them flip, so we're going to take these. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Lovers. Oh no. Oh no, Hecate. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands. I'm going to get one more. Listen, we're going to need some kind of clarification. We have the Two of Cups and the Lovers, y'all. Okay. They're all okay. That's too many. That's too many. Okay, tell us about it. This is about, your heart chakra getting clear. And there's going to be blessings of new people. That's a Five of Cups. Okay. For some reason, why does the Five of Cups feel better than Two of Cups right now? Okay, this is the Five of Cups. I misread this. This is the Five of Cups. Okay. Oh. Because y'all are like, love. No romantic love. Okay, so I feel like there is the Five of Cups here. There's a lot of disappointment around love. Okay, around love, people, relationships. Okay, lots of, and this energy, even though we have a very healed heart chakra, it doesn't mean that we're not human and we still don't have like baggage from the past. And the Lovers doesn't necessarily mean romantic, okay? But I do feel that past relationships or the relationship you're in has disappointments in it. There are people that haven't lived up to the loyalty that you need. There are people who haven't lived up to the love that you need, okay? And I feel like for some of you, you're still very committed. For others, you've let this go. This has been a while back. It just depends. Hecate wants to talk about it, okay? Okay, clarify. Okay, no reversals. We have the King of Wands here, fire sign. That could be you. That could be them. Okay, very charismatic. Can be very manipulative sometimes and conceited, but also can be, very entertaining, very attractive, flirty, tells good jokes, smells good, looks good, is fine, but can be a little bit of an F person. Okay, because this is energy, not gender. Okay. Can be a heartbreaker a little bit. So can the Queen of Wands. A little bit of heartbreaker energy here. And, for some of you, this is someone who I feel like they misspoke or they keep misspeaking. For some of you, you're with somebody who actively broke your very sensitive heart, because I'm seeing the heart chakra here. It looks like an emerald diamond that's very neon colored, and there's just a little fracture there that needs to be seen about, okay? And this could be, a close friend or something like that, but it does feel like, there's still this reluctance here. We have the Five of Pentacles. There's a lot of energy of being left out in the cold. 5-5. Change is coming. I should have a bell. Change is coming in this area. Okay. Hecate wants you to know that just because of what happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to dictate your future. That is a system of control. Okay. You're allowing your past experiences to continue to control you now, even though in your heart, even though there's a little bitty fracture there still, you know better because you know you've changed. You're not the same person. You know that in spite of the things that have happened to you, whether you've done shadow work or not, okay, it doesn't matter, uh, you have become a different person, okay? You haven't allowed the tragedy, the betrayals, the institutions of control to steal your ability to be a compassionate, nurturing, loving human being, which has really fueled your ability to give in the world. Because I feel this energy now coming from Hecate about you're so giving. You give so freely. And it's time that you understand that this love, this care, this compassion, some of you guys might be in the medical field, and or the healing arts. Healing arts are a lot of different things. You can be a painter, you can be a musician, you can, you can be an actual like doctor or nurse or counselor or nutritionist, or you could do massage. There's just so many things, okay? But in spite of it, or because of it, it's made you a great healer. And Hecate wants you to know that this energy is going to return to you, okay? Because you have managed somehow to stay very pure in heart, in intention, in love, in compassion. And you may not recognize this, but that is very rare, okay? Let's talk about the lovers. So we have someone coming in, and she wants you to know. Tell me about it. Okay, this is Justice. Did some of you guys call out for Justice? Well, there you go. This is top one here. We have the Knight of Wands. So this is an excited energy. They're very excited. There's the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands. Very excited. Very coming in a hurry. When they show up, it'll be in a hurry. Okay, you'll like this person. This one flipped over. This is the Ten of Swords. Tell me about this Ten of Swords. We have the Empress. We have the Three of Cups. Okay, you may have the stance of like, I'm in my healing energy. I'm in this Empress energy. I'm in this mother nurturing energy, Cancer energy here. I'm in this, Justice, Libra energy. I just want to give. I don't really want to be in a relationship. I don't really, if you're in a relationship right now and it's been disappointing, you may be like, I've given up on like trying to make it better. I'm just kind of focusing on like living my best life. I feel like this Ten of Swords represents this baggage, this inability to kind of like, I don't really care anymore about getting close to people. I don't care, and it's not malicious care. Like, I don't care. It's not malicious. It's just like, I've let go of this. Why do we have to bring it up again? Hecate. And you're very brave for asking that question, by the way. Because this is for you too. This is for you. Love is for you. And your relationship is supposed to be much better than what it is. Okay. You are supposed to, for some of you, there is someone coming in that your frequency has changed. And because your frequency has changed, someone new is coming in because you've let go. Your relationship is about to change because you've let go. When you let go of expecting things and you start living your life and interacting in an authentic way, things change. They just do. When you start doing the things that you're led to do, you're guided to do, things change. Some of you have called out for your soul tribe. They're coming and they're excited. They're excited to show up. There's a lot of excitement in these cards. And I feel like for you with this Four of Swords here, your headspace is going to be in a different place. It really is. It's going to be in the place like, I've let go of this. Now I'm focused on my work, or I'm focused on my creativity, or I'm focused on building this business, or I'm focused on getting closer to Hecate, or I'm focused on my children, or I'm focused on all these things. And I've let go of any expectations of people, places, or things coming in for me. And I'm just living and connecting with life in the best way. You know what happens when you do that? Magic. Magic happens. And that is what Hecate wants to bring in. That's what's manifesting for you. It's a blessing. This is going to be such a blessing to you. And you may not feel that way, but let me go back to the sun. Some of you are actually wanting to have children. And there's something here about the relationship that you need to happen before that happens. Okay. For some of you, summertime is going to be a really hot time to hit that target, if you know what I'm saying, for motherhood. I usually don't say this kind of stuff around motherhood, okay, or parenthood. All right. But she's guiding me, and I always bring through what she says. Period. All right. So there's a lot of positivity here for you, Group 1, and it's because you have managed to maintain such a beautiful, pure heart and pure vision, even though you have fears about interpersonal relationships because you've been treated so poorly. I know that hearing this is a blessing from Hecate makes a difference. It helps you attune a little better. It opens up your mind and your heart a little bit more. And maybe that little crack there could be healed up just a bit better. What I'm getting from her is it's really important that you focus on healing yourself right now. For the next few weeks, just really focus on what you need, okay? Don't get into the Five of Cups. Don't get into regret. Get into the acts of self-love, rest, recovery, rejuvenation. Rejuvenate yourself, because there is a change coming. You're going to go into a transformation. You're going to go into a place of rejuvenation. All right. We have being alone is good, but being lonely is worse. True. We have beautiful people are not always good, but good people are always beautiful. And we have, not going to take it if it dropped off the off the table. And we have earth element. Ground and stable. Practical, hardworking. One more. Two more. Pay close attention to friends who don't clap when you win. And happiness is not one big thing. It's all the little things put together. I feel like a lot of you may be feeling alone and isolated from people, okay? And it's just super important that you don't allow that aloneness to keep you from the people you're meant to connect to, okay? Don't become the person who calls out for your soul tribe and is unavailable to meet them. And I know it's hard because you've been betrayed, but you maintain such a pure vibration that truly it's very difficult for favor to not shine upon you from Hecate. So she's going to bring in very special people, and you have to trust that. Okay, trust yourself to make good decisions about the people who come into your life. Okay. Here's the thing. Don't let appearances fool you. Because somebody looks a certain aesthetic doesn't mean that's what they are. And because somebody looks another way doesn't mean that's what they are. You're going to have to go with your feeling when you meet people. You're going to have to go with the voice within. All right. Earth element, grounded, stable, practical, hardworking. I feel like this is about you really taking the time out to take care of yourself. Always take time to take care of yourself. Always take time out for yourself. It's going to increase your magic, it's going to increase your flow, and it's going to help you become more of the practitioner you want to be. It's going to help you get clarity, and it's going to help you heal more clearly. And there are changes coming, okay? And there may be people who become very um, jealous. They may become very jealous of the changes that happen. Don't let people who are bitter ruin a good thing for you. All right? Okay, group one, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a very enjoyable reading. I enjoyed reading for you. If you enjoyed it too, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that selected the key. This is going to be your reading all about what Hecate really thinks of you. Put your key right there. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, so let's get into the cards. Let's do these two first. We have Carnelian, energy, leadership, creativity. Put that right there. We have Earth, peace, grounding. Please use your discernment in this reading, okay? We have Hades, the underworld. We have you. This is the Hecate card in this deck. Very much connected to the underworld, magic, necromancy. Let's get these other cards here. We have the green stuff. That's a very spiritual herb right there. And we have thistle. Woo, you're a tough one. You're a tough cookie. Okay, we have several other cards. So we have chaos, harpy. Let's see, do you have another one of those? No. Okay, we have rescuer. We have priest. We have addict. We have sacred sites, intensification. We have witch hunts, persecution. We have weather magic, manipulation. We have Thanatos, warden of Dis, completion, support, expediency. Let's put you right there. Let's see. We have key bearer. Oh, wow. Unlocking. You got the key. A little chaos here. Let's see. We have the angry one, fury. We have severance, dagger. Sorry, I was clearing my throat chakra. We have she of the invisible ally. You're magic AF. You are so magical, group 2. We have Lady of Perpetual Rebirth. I need to see this. Okay. We have Priestess of Priorities. We just have a couple more. We have Release. And we have Defense, Aradia. Well, aren't you a badass? First of all, let's address the key thing. I feel like, number one, Hecate is probably your matron. If not, some other magical goddess is your matron, okay? Because you are just very magical. If not, you work very, very closely with them, okay? I can't imagine them not being your matron, but if not, you just work so closely to them that it feels like they are your matron. Okay. I do believe in a past life you probably were connected to her in a very profound way. I think your magic is very powerful. I think you are a powerful road opener. I think you are powerful at overcoming obstacles. So, any kind of unblocking work, road opening work. I also think you're really good at cutting ties, removing energies from people. And that can range from exercising energies, clearing people's houses, clearing your own house, clearing your own vessel. Um, and I'm seeing money, like money. You just have a lot of really good energy that helps spell work manifest. Okay. With these two energies on the table, I feel like your connection to the other realm, the magical realms, is extremely good. You probably have visions of the other realms. You probably have visions of a lot of things. You probably have seen Hecate. Okay. You probably have seen her in her different forms. She may have manifested for you as well. Deep connections here to the underworld. Um, there's something about pomegranate here. Maybe you drink pomegranate juice or you keep a pomegranate on your altar. There's something about when you ingest pomegranate, there is a deep and profound connection to the underworld as well. Um, I think your defense magic is very strong. Um, you just have a very strong connection to her, okay? I think you have the ability to manipulate energies. Um, probably naturally. You probably naturally were able to do this. I think you sanctify spaces and create sacred sites yourself. I don't think you have to go anywhere. I think it's you. You are the connection to the sacred site, okay? It's all you, babe. Okay. We have priest here or rescuer. I feel like you really help pull people out of bad situations, be it friends, be it family, be it your job, be it that, you do this by magic or you do this in astral, whatever it is. You may do it in all places. Okay. But there's something about you where you really like to help people with your abilities. You really like to help people with what you do. We have the she of the invisible ally. Okay. I feel like you are so magical, and I'm going to talk at a kind of a different level here. Okay. I see you in astral as somebody who works a lot of magic in other people's lives that you know, okay? They don't know it's you doing it in astral. They have no idea. And sometimes they see you as an angel. Sometimes they see you as a dead loved one. Sometimes they see you as another being or Mary Magdalene, or they see you however they want to see you. but you're definitely doing like healing work on them. Or you helping give them advice on how to manifest things. You are, you're like an astral high priestess or high priest, okay? And you make house calls. And I feel like you are a high priestess, high priest to the high priestess, high priest. So you are a priestess to the teachers, to the gurus. I always tell people you are the guru kind of thing. But some people need a teacher. Some people need those things, okay? You are the healer. You're like a medic. You're like a spiritual medic. You go in. Okay, this again, like just take what resonates here. I'm just going to tell you what I'm getting, okay? And it may sound a little crazy. You go in and help care for these people that I have called like special forces astral people group. Like they have been dropped in to our consciousness and probably lived many lives at one time to get massive amounts of experience at one time. They are big energies. They were invited to come here and they take on massive hits. They are like, they have a lot of seraphim type energy. That's the only energy I can compare it to. But it feels a little infernal as well because you have to have like specialized energy to do some of these things. I'm just telling you what I feel. Okay. They take on massive hits, and they bear them and transmute them. And sometimes those very hidden energies are hidden for a reason within the collective, need a bit of help. And that's where you come in. Okay, and you give them the help they need in spirit realm, okay, in magical realm. Sometimes you guys do magic or spirit work or the craft, whatever it is, and you just feel a need to kind of like light a candle. We're just going to use a candle in general for whoever, okay? You're doing it for them. You just don't, you may not be aware of it, okay? Because you're helping them heal. Because them healing is important. Their recovery helps transmute energies within the collective, within the world, okay? And also gets them up and running so that they can go and hit it again, okay? Because that's what they're here to do. They're big players in this energy that's going on right now. And they're here to be the one that carries a lot. But even the people who carry a lot need help sometimes. Okay, so that's what I would explain what you do, what I see you doing, and what Hecate sees you doing. And it's because, and I'm seeing you guys in like Greek clothing, being a healer and using water, like water from springs, special springs with magical incantations, healing people's wounds. Okay. And I'm seeing the spring coming out like you're at the spring and people are washing wounds through the spring water, and there's incantations and salves and things like this. And I'm also seeing a temple as well. So some of you guys were doing this, like you've done this, okay? So you know how to heal like physical, you've learned that, and spiritual. And so a lot of you are just kind of like parachuting in to spiritual realms and helping those who are really needing some extra help at this time to keep going on their mission, whatever we want to call it. Okay, I don't like calling it a mission, but whatever. Human language is so limiting. It really is. I don't know if you guys find this because you probably write a lot of spells and things like that. Human language is just so limiting. You can only do so much with it, you know? So I also feel like, first of all, you guys are very fierce. In order to do the work that you do, you have to be, because you go into magical, strange places and do and work with sometimes very fierce and at times infernal energy. And at times you're not sure if you can trust it, but you know that it's working at a higher vibration for a greater good kind of thing. You know, you don't send a baby to fight a war. You send a warrior. And sometimes those warriors are battle worn and they look absolutely fierce and terrifying. So, you know, you have to be fierce and terrifying. You have to be fearless to kind of, you know, I would say that you're like a special forces of care. You have to have a special forces of care to jump in on the special forces of whatever they're doing. So we have 6 of torches. That is a beautiful energy. Hecate is so proud. I'm hearing she carries a torch for you. The Page of Torches, another torch. 4 of books. And there's a candle there. Interesting. I'm getting chills. We have the Fool. There's the Sun. One more. This one. And we have Science. You are so smart. And you have so much to share. You are a leader. Okay. And you're being really called to by Hecate to step into your leadership, be it in the witchy community, be it in your career, be it in your personal life. Okay, you're being called to step into leadership because you have the knowledge, you have the ability, you have the expertise. Okay. You're a healer and you see the way. And this has to do with your passion. This has to do with your vision. And she wants you to know on this road, you will be supported by her. By her. I'm being as specific as possible. On this road, you will be supported by her. The thing is, you're very good at opening roads for other people. You're very good at making decisions for other people. You're good at saving, rescuing people, and being a voice of reason. But you don't recognize that you have the ability to unlock the gates for yourself. And it's time for you to understand that you have all these abilities, not just to help others, but to help yourself. Hecate wants to see you make some moves for yourself. Use your leadership abilities, use your ability to heal, use your ability to see in between realms to help you get into a better place, position in your life. This thing about not using your abilities to help yourself is ridiculous. It's a program of control. Where do you think this comes from? Do you think that the witches of old thought this was a good thing? They were empowered. What would motivate someone to do witchcraft? Do you think it would be, oh, I'm just going to use it to help others? Or would it be, I need to get out of my situation? Probably, I need to get the fuck out of my situation. desperation, oppression, hardship, the need for justice made a lot of people turn to the craft for themselves. It's like, why do people pray? Not everybody prays for other people. They pray for themselves. Lord, help me. That's no difference than an act of magic of the craft. Actively, a spell is an active prayer. So if you're sitting there thinking that it's, I shouldn't cast something on that is for me, you're wrong. Okay. Do things in balance. But casting spell work on yourself is good. That's what you want to do. It will help improve your craft, your life, your health, your connection to Hecate, to other energies as well, whatever you're doing. It will help you know yourself better. And you have the key and the lock to unlock to the next journey, like the next stage of your evolution in your life, in your magic. And you are very powerful already. You already are. But I feel like there's some kind of work here that perhaps you've been guided to do and you're resisting because you feel it's selfish or wrong. And you're being guided by Hecate to do the work. Do it. You're meant to do it because you're meant to go to another area, another place. And change is hard. Okay. It's almost like, okay, this is what I'm getting. It's almost like you're a witch of the wood that everyone comes to for their healing. And you accept the bare minimum as payment. Like people bring you chicken heads and chicken feet and, innards and just whatever they can scrape together. And you're like, okay, that's fine. I'll just make do. Because I want to heal people. I want to be, I want to be that person. That's my life. You grow your herbs and you settle into your little small cottage and that's your life. But Hecate says, oh, no, no, no. You got to come on out of the woods now, witch of the woods. You're going to the castle because the king wants you to conjure for him on a regular basis. So you're going to have a little room in the castle. You may have a problem with that, but that's okay. You can talk to the king about that and tell him, well, I'm going to need a little cottage by the castle. But that's a whole other story. But you get what I'm saying. The woman of the woods, the witch of the woods, going to have to come out. She's going to have to come out, go help the king. And he's not going to pay her in chicken heads and innards and stuff. And you deserve that. You've done a lot of good things for people. You are brilliant, luminous. These are words Hecate is saying. Brilliant, luminous. You see in places others cannot see. You know what others cannot know. When you cast, it's extremely powerful. Some of you guys are astrologers. And when you do astrology, you see things in the stars. You have an insight that is unique. Change is hard. Magical change is even harder because your whole frequency changes. And before you know it, all the stuff that you vibed with is now, well, it's stuff that I vibed with. And now I'm moving on. Now those sigils become pictures on the walls. And those altarpieces become things we keep on a shelf sometimes. We may pull them out every now and then, and it's time for new things, new pieces, new sigils. And some of you may feel like you're losing something, but actually you're gaining. Everything's leveling up for you, magically speaking. Your guides will feel different. They'll look different. You may get a new guide. You may get a new familiar from Hecate. Something about a frog. There's a frog. A frog. Watch for frogs in spring. Okay? Now, I feel like there's pride here, but she feels proud of you, but you can't connect with it. And it's almost like you can't allow yourself that. And I'm going to tell you, you're missing out. Because if you will allow yourself to feel the pride that Hecate feels for you, it's going to help you unlock that door and get on the road. You are powerful at opening roads and clearing blocks. Do you not think the road is clear for you, or do you feel undeserving of this road? If you feel undeserving of this road, it's time for you to reflect on how much you have helped people, how much you have given. Hecate is insistent that you understand that this blessing is for you. It's victorious. There is victory here surrounding your inspiration and creativity, something you're very passionate about. But you got to accept that you yourself are worthy of this, and you are worthy of what's coming to you. And it doesn't mean you feel like, oh, yes, that's mine. No, it's just no longer feeling unworthy. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to feel like, oh, yes, I'm just the best ever. No, I'm not saying that. It's in balance. It's just acknowledging that, yes, I've helped a lot of people. I've worked really hard. And being able to say that and mean it will kick that door open. And you may be like, I have helped a lot of people. I have worked really hard. You still may be unsure, and that's okay, but it will kick the door open and get you down the road. Trust. I guess, yeah, the question is, do you trust your connection to Hecate? If you don't, spend more time with her. If you do, there's your answer. Because you have beautiful energy. You have done so much. And it's time to trust. You are so connected. You probably get psychic hits about this, and you're like, no. It's almost like you're stuck in neutral. And you may have felt this, like you want to take off, but you can't. You want to gun the car. You want to gun it, but you can't. You want to push, but you can't. And it just almost makes you mad. Because there's one step you're skipping. And that's like receiving the truth about yourself. And that is, you've done a lot of good things on this journey. And that it's okay for you to open up your own road. It's okay for you to get down the road. It's okay for you to have good things happen to you. Massively good things happen to you. Because you believe in your connection with Hecate. And these blessings, you'll know they're from her. It won't be like, is that from Hecate? No, you'll know. When I work with these energies, when I work with these goddesses and gods, etc., they always tell me, you will know. There's no guessing. There's no like, I need another sign. No, you know it's from them because they will give you a sign. For you guys, it's keys. It's keys. There'll be a key given to you. And I want to tell you, this key right here was given to me completely unexpectedly out of the blue. And that's how I knew, oh, yes, I must do this reading. I have to do this reading. I've had people reach out to me and ask about Hecate. And I knew I needed to do this reading. She speaks. She's very active. So you will know. All right? Okay, group 2, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and insightful reading. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. And if you're not subscribed, I hope you will consider subscribing to the channel. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected the coin. This is going to be your reading all about what does Hecate really think of you. All right, so we're going to put your coin right there. All right, so what does Hecate really think of you? Okay, we have chamomile, gentleman, gentleness. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Use your own discernment. Okay, we have relaxation and sleep. Let's see, we have leaves, renewal, revival, progress. We have snow, rest, contemplation. Okay, I think you're very active in your dreams. Something about dream time here. We have moonflower. Make sure you can see this. I'm going to put this over here. I don't think you can see it. So I'm going to put that card over here. We have focus. You might be a Leo. We have several of these cards. We have Regana, clarity. Misfortune. The Morgan or Morgan, righteous anger. We have the Judge. The Thief of Peace. Harpy of Rage. Should put that there. Okay, let's get these cards. We have knowledge. Loyalty. Death. Hades, Lord of Riches. Wisdom, inevitability, equanimity. Let's see, my cord's kind of twisted up. Okay, let's see. We have Arthur, the champion of Avalon, championship, nobility, and self-realization. We have Femme Fatale. We have magical clothing, empowerment. We have divine grace over laziness and neglectfulness. We have abuse, Medusa appearance. Oh, we have Medusa. Pythia, knowledge. You have knowledge here twice. So there's a lot of powerful energy. You're very witchy with the femme fatale here, the Hades card, Medusa, Pythia. Um, I feel like you're very clairvoyant, psychic, and there is this energy of rage here. Like divine feminine rage, empowerment, empowered by your anger. Instead of letting your anger take over, like overwhelm you, you have instead let your anger almost become your guide, if you will. Um, you don't stand for any kind of abuse. And I think that you're extremely attractive. Okay. And the attractive thing is not for others, it's for you, the girlies, the gays, and the theys. That's what I'm getting. If that's not you, that's not you. But for a lot of you, like you're not doing it to fulfill any masculine, like feminine requirements, like feminine energy, like image requirements. Okay. Um, there is an energy of divine grace around you. So some of you may have felt this your entire life, okay, since you were born, since you were little. Others of you have walked into this divine grace energy recently, okay, and I mean last few years. And I feel like there is this energy from Hecate of being blessed. And I have felt that like all day. She's really talking about blessing the people who come and see this reading because a lot of you have been through so much and you're going through so much right now. And there's been so much activity with her. You've talked to me so much about what you're going through and the difficulties managing the overgrown and very fragile, ego driven energies that are going on in the world. And a lot of that is masculine energy. And it has exhausted many, but not to the point of not using what you have in the best ways possible to help get us back to a peaceful place. And I see this group leveraging the things that they have in the most powerful way possible. There's been a lot of focus here. I feel like you guys have been doing magic at a different level as far as like focusing on the grander things. And this focusing on the grander things, the power plays that be, has made you a grander witch. You're a grand witch, is what I'm hearing. Not a high witch, but a grand witch. A high witch of grandeur. You are able to work, and you may just be realizing this. You're able to work in larger energies now. Not just with one person, but with groups of people. And you're able to carry their energies. Now, if you've been doing this a while, that's going to expand. And your ability to carry more energy is going to come forward. And with that is going to become come powerful knowledge. Your psychic ability is going to be in the extreme, and you're going to have to learn more ways of shielding yourself. You're going to become very, very selective about who you let in your personal life. And this is where people start to feel like others are becoming loners. And it's not that you're becoming a loner, it's that your sensitivity is so heightened that you need time where you've kind of made your own Faraday cage by the people you allow in your life. And it gives you an escape from feeling everything so intensely. Work with Hecate on building more boundaries around yourself psychically so that as your sensitivities increase, you can be around more people and it not so deeply affect you. Some of you guys take on like the heavy baggage of people, and that is not for you to do, group 3. Okay, if you resonated with a different group, then that's different. But if you are a group 3er, true, it's not for you to do. Okay, your energies are someplace else. Okay, your energies are your focus. You're focusing on certain energies, okay, within yourself and aligning outside yourself, okay? You are becoming an archetype of the dark, divine feminine, okay? And it can be very underworld feeling, very infernal feeling, okay? The femme fatale. And the femme fatale, witchy energy can look very different to different people, okay? This archetype is very powerful, and it really does lead you to dark crone energy. The dark crone has risen, okay? She's a part of the dark goddess. She is wise beyond reason, wise in a way that you know she is intricately connected to other realms. Her magic mystifies people. It defies logic and reason. It helps others know that the other exists. The dark crone is in many ways an independent force, yet she is one with her brothers, her sisters, her family. She feels it in her bones. It is not of blood, but of soul. She's unafraid of the unbalanced masculine energy. She's unafraid of it. She was born for this. And Hecate has been working with many in group 3, bringing this energy to the surface. She is focused. She is the essence of her true will. She is strong. Her will is unbreakable in so many ways. A dark crone has lived so many lifetimes that if I told you the number, you would laugh. To say she is an old soul is almost a joke. The trees know her well. Nature knows her well, especially the nocturnal. It calls to her. The wolves howl her name. This is the essence of the feminine that they fear. She is part of the hidden goddess, the one no one speaks about. She is very close to the veil between the living and those who have crossed over. She is in touch with them. They walk with her. For those of you who always have had a natural affinity for those who have crossed over, you may feel this. You're becoming, your change. This isn't for negative means. This isn't for a lashing out. This is for rapid, powerful revolution, evolution of the human collective. She's coming forward for advancement. There are those who will have questions for times such as these, and we don't have a lot of time to go through the 50 steps. So the answers need to be powerful. So we have to move to the next most powerful energy. And for many of you, it's going to be the dark crone. People fear being called a crone because they fear aging. Here comes Hecate to tell you a thing about aging. Aging is a fucking privilege. So many in society race to erase their aging. They hide it like they're ashamed of it. Society is fucked up. Injecting plastic into your face to be ashamed. There are so many who never make it. Never change your aging because of shame. Because they tell you to. Don't modify yourself out of shame. Because you're trying to fit into an aesthetic that doesn't even fucking exist except in a computer. You are not fake. You are real. And you're meant to age. You're meant to grow wise. You're meant to have stories. You're meant to be able to show people things and how you've done them and how you've lived your life. You're meant to be fearless. You're meant to show those who come after you how you did it, how it was done, so they can do it too. It's okay to take care of yourself. It's okay to do a thing here or there. It's okay. But when you start mutilating yourself to fit in because you're afraid to look your age, well then, there is a very big problem. To become a crone is an honor. To become a dark crone is one of the highest honors you can ever have as a feminine energy in the world. They fear you because you are wise. They fear you because you are connected. They fear you because you know the fucking truth. Now, it doesn't matter your age as far as becoming a crone, a dark crone. We have many people who have lived a lot of life in a short amount of time. And then we have the traditional crone. So it's going to be different for group 3. There is a certain path, though, and it's usually the path that haggers the fucking life out of you. It's one that is wrought with trauma and abuse, neglect, things like that. Personal struggles, a bunch of wrong decisions, things that you have fucked up, and your own battles with imperfection. And you may not be at the winning place. That's real. That's authentic. Authenticity is a soul-based thing. It makes you real. And we have lived in a fake environment for long enough. We have seen images of nothing but fake perfection. Fake voices, fake images, fake homes, fake aesthetics. To become a crone, you got to get real. A dark crone is very authentic. Example. And I'm going to use myself. Okay, just an example of being authentic. As I was having, because I wear dentures, you might be able to tell. But as I was getting my dentures, I had to have all my teeth pulled out. What was left of them. They were broken due to lupus and my other autoimmune diseases, because they all broke off pretty much within like 3 to 6 months. They all broke off. It was devastating and as horrible as you think. And it took me quite a while to be able to pull them out. And I pulled them all out in a 3 to 4 month time. We didn't do it at one time because of my lupus. Okay, so it was like getting a 2x4 in my face every, getting punched in the face every 10 days or so. I continued to make videos, and you can hear them when I'm doing the readings. You can hear my teeth are missing, but I continue to do my readings and things because what I do is important to me because it's part of what I was meant to do. That's dark crone energy. I have a video, I think a couple, where I get on camera and I'm talking to the camera without wearing a mask, and you can see my broken teeth. That's authentic. That's real. That's examples of being true, being real, being authentic. I was not going to allow my teeth or getting them pulled out to keep me from doing that thing that fulfilled me, the thing that gave me passion, the thing that I feel and the spirits feel I was born to do. And I was just going to be me as I did it. Because I tell you what, pretending I was someone else for most of my life just about made it where I couldn't be here anymore. Stories like those are stories of crone energy. They're stories of survival. That's just a little example, and it's very, very minute in the whole crone universe. But many of you are heading towards dark crone energy. Dark crones are fighters. But the way they fight is so intelligent. It is so brilliant and marvelous that no one, not one person, sees them coming. They only know that when a dark crone shows up, there's trouble. And what's interesting, Hecate is pointing this out, Hecate, many people think dark crones are ugly. They're not. They really are this archetype. Some people feel the intimidation and fear when they see them because they don't understand what they're doing. The issue here is systems of control, and how for many dark crones, throughout their life, they have met and butted heads with the systems of control. Many of them have had to play stupid or small. They know what it's like. They know what it's like. They make brilliant teachers and guides. They make brilliant people to speak to and share stories. They are an elder of community. And they can be the lighthouse for the future. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. Hecate wants you to know that this is you. This is where you're going. This is where your sacred rage is taking you, into a new emanation, a brilliant emanation. And the dark crone works with many different energies. Hecate is one of those energies because it's a magical state of being. It's highly magically aligned and a very protected state. It doesn't mean bad things can't happen, but it does mean that in the worst situations, you have the best protections. Some of you have known about this, you just didn't know what to call it. You knew you were heading for something, and this is it. And it's important that you spend time with Hecate in this energy of the dark crone, if this is something new to you, and get familiar with it. She is so proud. This is not something that everyone does. This is not something that everyone gets to do. This is for the few, the mighty and the brave, the courageous and the strong, those who are deeply connected. Some of you have sacrificed a lot to get where you are today. I feel like your attraction is growing. And many are going to be confused by you because you look one way, very attractive, but your energy signature is another. You're meant to do that. You're meant to trigger people that way, if that's you. The way you look, no matter how you slice it, will trigger people. The way you feel will trigger people. And that's okay. That's all right. It's meant to happen. Hecate thinks very highly of you. So much so that we have you moving into dark crone energy. Now, I will say there is dark crone guides, okay? It is a external presence of the dark crone. Do not be surprised if one shows up for you, all right? Okay, group 3, that's what I received for you. I really enjoyed doing this reading. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.